Hello, this is Ed Burke with PlaceForTraders.com. It's Sunday, August 23rd. Tonight I want to talk about a possible opportunity here in the wheat market. Here I have a daily chart of the December wheat futures contract. You can see that we've been in a big downtrend. On Friday, August 21st, the market settled just under $4.90 a bushel, selling off all the way from the beginning of June. The market was trading over $7 a bushel. You can see, obviously, that downtrend illustrated there. You can see that in July the market traded a little bit in the sideways channel, but once again we had that sell-off. Now the last USDA report came out on August 12th. That's right here. They raised ending stocks to 743 million bushels, which is obviously on the high side. We've seen a little bit of further selling after that last USDA report. Now looking at this daily chart, obviously you wouldn't see really anything that looks bullish about this market, but I do think we might be close to a turnaround in this market, and we are bumping up against some long-term support. I'm going to switch over to a monthly chart and illustrate a little bit about what I'm talking about. Okay, here's a monthly chart of the wheat contract. You can see that obviously after we had this big rally that lasted all of 2007 with the wheat contract going to all-time highs over $14 a bushel, then the market topped out right at the beginning of 2008 and started selling off. Well, what happened actually for the year 2008-2009, with high prices, production got ramped up to 2.5 billion bushels. Use came in at 2.26 billion bushels. You could see that then we had this big sell-off and the market trended lower throughout the year of 2008. At the very end of 2008, December 2008, the market made its low just over $4.50 a bushel. You can see that so far in 2009, the market's been trading in a sideways channel, but we've recently broke down the new lows. Last week's low was 2 cents away from that low in December. Now, when I was talking about the daily chart of the December wheat futures contract, these prices reflect the front month, which is the September. A monthly chart always defaults to the front month, which the front month is still September. But I illustrated December because realistically anybody who would trade would probably trade the December contract, because the September contract goes into first notice day at the end of August. But in any case, we're against some long-term support right here in the front month at around $4.50 a bushel. Now for 2009, 2010, production is supposed to come in at 2.18 million bushels. Use is supposed to come in at 2.22 billion bushels, which actually is more bullish than last year. But like I said, ending stocks are high at 743 million bushels. Why do I think this market can turn around? Well, illustrated here on the monthly chart, we are bumping up against some long-term support. Also, we're seeing a recovery in the stock market. Stock market, as I'm doing this video, is breaking out to new highs. You could see other physical commodities start to rally in sympathy with the stock market, with the turnaround in the economy. Also, right now we're in harvest of the spring wheat contract. In September, we start the planting for the winter wheat contract. You could see, obviously, during planting season, if anything goes wrong, you could see prices then turn around. Also, there is a underlying bullishness with regard to demand for soybeans. Now, anybody who's done any grain trading knows that, you know, there might be, the soybean market might be bullish, but maybe the corn and the wheat markets are not particularly bullish. But you could see that if the soybean market is rallying, you could see the rest of the grains rally in sympathy with it. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Be watching this market. We're against some long-term support, like I said, but we'll see how this plays out. That's all I have for this evening. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't gone to my website as of yet, it's PlaceForTraders.com. You can go on there and sign up for the free alerts. Also, if you haven't visited my website recently, I have some new additions on there. You can sign up for a free 30-day futures trading demo account with real-time quotes and charts. Also, you can make an inquiry to open a live trading account with me as your broker. Thanks a lot and good trading.